Hi everybody, thanks for joining me this Sunday. If you're in the UK, it's absolutely pouring down. It's disgusting out there. Anyway, we're back to the BoHo Journal, which is nice and sunny. Hi Regina, thought you would be with your family today. It's very nice to have you.
Maybe they're still in bed again.
Maybe they're still in bed. Hi Hilda. Right, okay. What I've decided to do, this was the signature we were working on. All of this was one signature, and it was just getting a bit fat for comfort. So I've actually split it into two signatures, which will sit better in a journal. So the other signature, glue everywhere, the other signature that we had will then make another BoHo journal. Anyway, I've been slightly busy. I've been doing one or two things to it. I've just added that to the page because you need to leave some journaling. That's the thing that you've seen. I just put that snippet up there that you've seen. This is a new page. I just made a little tuck spot down there with the words Gypsy Soul. This is a little envelope with some paper in it. So once again, we've got a bit of journaling. That just tucks in there, and then just a little snippet sort of cluster thing up there. This is what we made yesterday. Then we come to the middle, and there's nothing in the middle. That whole central spread is empty, waiting decoration. I made this little booklet here with some paper from the medieval boho kit that I'm using. Put quite a bit of paper in there for journaling. I think it's 10 or 11 sheets, and put a back on it the same as the front, and it just, I put a belly band in, and it just slides down into that belly band into there, keeps it securely. This is what we made yesterday. That's blank, I'm not too worried about that. And then this back page here has got this clip on around the side of it like that, with journaling on the inside. So journaling again, so I'm happy with that. That's just a safety pin snippet, and of course that rolls comes around to the back. So there's just really the central spread of that to do. This one, I put this pocket in this morning with a nice really bright red journaling card. It's backed, so it's, you know, good to journal on. And this is just a little paperclip snippet cluster with a little tag there. I could add something else. I might add something else, I don't know. This, I've just pleated a bit of sari silk and put some bling down there. Left this for journaling. This is the page you saw me do. This is a really good journaling card, good size. Journaling here, journaling there. So easy to get carried away with covering every single part of your journal, but you really have to step back sometimes and think, well, where are they going to write? So this page, it's got that journaling card and the shaker card with the sequins in. You see them moving around. Which I like that. And then this was our first page. This is the lace on the fabric. It's got hot fix crystals on. It's got this lovely braid on it. This big thing out of a ribbon. Big journaling tag. And there's actually journaling behind there as well, if you care to use that. Then we come to the centre, and once again there's nothing there. I put a journaling card in here this morning. It needs a bit of decorating, but it's in there now. And I put this pink snippet cluster there. Now, I don't think you've seen this. You may remember that Hilda bought me some Frida Kahlo napkins from my Amazon wish list. Very kindly, thank you, Hilda. And I scanned the image in, and then I really squashed it, tiny, 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 and printed it out. So that's it. That's the napkin, printed out onto card. I can't even remember what percentage. It's tiny though. And then I put glossy accents over it. So it's made it shiny. and it's made it tiny. And I quite like it. It's really kind of cute. So that's that pocket with a journaling card. And then we've got a couple of pages here that need something done to them. They're a bit blank. So what I think I'll do today is, no, I'll do it in this one. Where is the centre of this one? I'll do it in this one. I'm going to do the centre spread. And I think pretty much once we get this centre spread done, this new signature, new smaller signature will be complete. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take anything out that is going to come out, so the journal will come out. Just give us a flatter space to work on. There. So what I've thought is, oh, Mr. Fix-It's zooming me in and zooming me out.
Just a little bit too close in.
Ah, right. Well, you need to be able to see what's going on, otherwise it's a bit.
You get moving it off shot by just moving half inch.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they need to be able to see what's going on. So what I have done by way of preparation, I can't quite get over this, me being slightly prepared. And today I'm not as prepared as I was yesterday, but I'm slightly prepared, which is more than I normally am. Right, I don't know if you can see this. I've shown this to you before. It is really super, super glossy. It's kind of a pinky purpley colour. And actually it's wrapping paper. It's really soft. And I bought it from Hobbycraft some time ago now because they'd had it for so long, and they'd had it over a sort of, well, I'll describe it as a towel rail where they had all the loose wrapping paper. And where it had been folded over, it was really marked. I don't know whether it was people's hands or it was just dust or what it was, but it was dirty. So, I mean, it was like for nothing. So I bought it because I thought, well, look, I'm not going to use it as the whole sheet anyway. I'll just cut the dirty bit out and use the rest. So this is a part of that that I still have left. I haven't got very much of it left now. So this, I've cut it, I think, to the size that I want it. And I'm just going to fold it in half. It really is soft. You couldn't really use that on your own. You'd have to mount that on something, I think. I'm just going to carefully put my bone folder up there. I don't want to rip it. And that's going to go right on the centre there and get stuck down. In fact, I'll do that first before I do anything else. And I'm just going to stick it down. Hi Kerry, hi Jen, hi Miranda, hi Lynn, how's your foot? Poor love. Hi Maureen, thanks for joining us. Hi Janet, goodness, Max, hi. Hi everybody. It's really nice to have you with us. I'm just going to stick it down with the glue stick. I think it'll be good enough. Make sure that you get plenty glue down the centre and around the edges. I might just, actually, because this is so sort of textured, I might just run some extra glue around the edges. You can see how textured it is. I don't know how to describe it. It's like loose. It's kind of like handmade paper, I think, that sort of thing. So I'll just run some Aleene's tacky glue. Seeing as it's just paper, it'll be adequate for the job, I'm sure. And down the middle. Mr. Fix-It filled my little bottles up last night, which was quite funny because the Aleene's tacky glue, we've got, what is it, a gallon?
Yeah.
Yeah, gallon of it. That's quite a lot. And there he was trying to fill this up from a gallon container. It was a bit of a sticky mess. Right, so let's get that onto there then. So we want the centre in the centre. Stop a little bit. That's it, I think. Well, that doesn't look very square up there. Get my cuttings off, which I'm not surprised about. Just doing it all in a bit of a hurry. I think I just need to take... Oh no, I don't know. Didn't look too bad. Might be alright. Might be alright on the night. Right, so give that a good rub down. And a good contact. Right, so that's the kind of background. Then we've got this, which has got these going this way and these going that way, and I can't quite work out which way is best for us, but never mind. So I'm going to fold this in half again, same as we did with the other one. I've got more confidence that this one's square actually. Now this one you want to be quite sharp because this is where it's all folding, so you need it to be pretty sharp crease down there. Right, so that's going to go in there like so, into the middle. And we're going to fold, it's going to go inwards, but to begin with we're going to fold this out so that you can see where we're at. So fold it from there down to touch the centre line that you've just drawn in. In fact, just there's the centre line, and I'm just to the left of it, to my left of it. Probably need to come forward for you to see that. So just like that, and fold that down and crease it. We do want it the other way, but it always helps if you crease it the wrong way first for some reason. And then bring that down from the same point and out a little bit from the centre, like that. Yeah, thought I've made a mistake there, but I think we're all right. Okay, so I'm just going to crease that in as well. And the reason that you don't want them right on the centre is you've got to sew through this. This is your signature. And if you put all of this, you know, as well as this card, as well as, this is why I've chosen this soft paper for this actually, because it's going to be easier to get the needle through. So let's fold those the other way and crease them in. Hope everybody's doing well today. For those of you in the States, I hope you had a lovely 4th of July. I hope you had family, and
you haven't got a hangover.
I hope you haven't got too much of a hangover. I'm just going to cut that a little bit more, just to make sure we're well away from that centre. As far away as we can be. And somebody said to me last night, I can't remember who it was, they were going to watch the neighbour work, the neighbours burning up their money on the fireworks. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh dear. Can't remember what I was doing, guys. Not for the first time. Right, so they're going to go like that. That's going to go in the centre. That's going to meet up with that there and there. So you see the overall sort of shape that we're getting to. Kind of like that. Right, so the other thing that we're going to add is, I've just folded this over and straightened it up a bit. And we're just going to add this as a sort of pocket on the bottom. Now you can, if you want, add it right to the bottom of your page, which then brings it down all the way. And that's quite nice. I quite like that. I don't have any, can't see. It's so shiny. Honestly, it's glaring at me. We're going to obviously be putting cards and stuff in there. The original idea was to put it on the bottom, but I think I'm going to put it on onto the page itself. Just cut it off square though with, what am I going to do? I want to fold it. I want to fold it in the middle, so I know where I'm heading for. Once again, give it a good crease. One of these is the top and one's the bottom. That's the top. Right. So that's going there. I'll tell you, I think it might be as well for me to stick these sides down. Then I won't be fighting everything all at once. So let's get the Fabri-Tac out. Ooh. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue up there and up here and along the bottom, because although I'm putting the pocket over the top, it's got nothing to do with this really, so we'll be all right. Right, so line it up with the sides.
Was that right on the bottom, was it?
No, it's there. And that to there. Make sure your centre's in your centre, which it pretty much is. Okay. Right, that saves me doing battle with that at least. I'm going to have to run a bit of glue up here as well. Just up the centre, try and keep it as light as you can, because you don't, you know, less you put on that centre line, the better when you come to sew your signatures in. Right, so, excellent, making some sort of progress. Where's my centre? There's my centre. So it's going to go to there. So I need to cut that off. I want it flush with the edge here because I don't want it coming all the way over. So that needs to be cut off there. And thank you. Here. So just chop that off. Might as well take the time to do it squarely, because if I don't, it's just going to go wrong. I've got a bit of a stiff neck today actually, and I'll tell you what I think it is. I think I've been over junk journaling and sort of keeping my head at that level, you know, that sort of stressed position. Right, so that's where it goes, and it's going to go on the bottom, leveled up with both ends. Okay, I'll have a drink, then I'll glue that in position. So we want a little bit down the centre. And all along the bottom. Up the sides. Right, so I'm just going to fold that and put that in.
Regina wants to know if you could do a quick video later in the week on how to do a little writing pamphlet.
Oh yeah, sure. Like the one I've just shown you, or a one that gets sewn down the side. Which one do you mean, my dear? I can show you both. Right, so that's that. So it may appear at this stage that that is a bit tight. I'm not going to force the issue. Well, I am forcing the issue. I'm not going to do exactly what I've just done. It's just, you don't want any spare in there. You want it tight, if anything. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I might cut those off marginally short, but that's okay. We're all right. We always have trim that can... Right, what's everybody saying? What did we do? What did we do last night? We didn't do much, did we?
Binge watch Dexter.
Yeah, we've watched Dexter previously and loved it, but only got up to a certain, I don't know, end of series 3 or something. And so it's come on again. Maybe it's on, I'm not sure. It's come on again. And so we are now binge watching Dexter, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, I can tell you. So that's looking quite nice, guys, I think. Right, so I've sorted out some trim that I thought would go. And I've got this, bear in mind I really want thin trim, you know, because I don't really want to be creating bulk in this, in the centre. So we need that to fold up fairly flat. So far so good with that one, really. So I've got this very bright cerise. It's really sparkly. I still can't bring myself to use any of Regina's beautiful ribbon that she sent me. It's going to have to wait until I've loved it enough. I've got this gold. I've also got this braid, which is gold and just the colours that we need, really. Purple and cerise. So what we're going to do with them, I've also looked at this sari silk, which I thought might go nice if we get round to being able to put tags and journaling cards and stuff in. So I thought what I might do is put some of this across here and put some of this just between there and the top. Might be altogether a bit much, don't know. Can't really see much of the paper then, but you know, we know it's there. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So the question then is, do I want it to go all the way along the page like that? Or I'm looking in the monitor, actually, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, guys, because sometimes you get a better idea of what things look like. I don't know, what do you think, Mr. F? Just the thing or on the page? What are you guys shouting at me? I know you've got to be shouting, but I can't hear you.
Move the left, move it to the edge of the thing, and then I can get a better idea. I'm favouring the edge of there, personally.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's cut this off as square as we think we can. There's a nice bit for the snippet box. And we're going to go from here. It's just not quite straight, as I can see now. I'm just going to go marginally like 1 mil over this top paper that we put on because it was short of the back. So I'm just going to rectify that mistake that I made earlier. And that comes to there. I might just leave the tiniest margin there for me to cut off, just in case. Right, so I'm actually going to put the glue on the back of this rather than on the paper. So I'm using Fabri-Tac because this is a textile of sorts. Sure, I don't need masses because it's very lightweight. And put this down, sort of down towards the bottom. Try and get it on squarely if we can. Yeah, that looks pretty square to me. And then just cut this off. There we go. Lovely. Another nice snippet for the box. So right, just pat that down. Nice, we're coming along, guys. Coming along. Right, so my choices now are plain gold, like that. Well, it's got dots on, obviously. Like so. Like that. That'll do. Can't tell a lie. Or this. It's a bit like a banana, this one. I think it'll pull straight though. Well, that's quite nice. And it does add that sort of extra boho element. Yeah, I'm going for that. That is the one I'm going for. I think I'm going to have to pull it a bit because it's a bit kinky. Not in that way, just it's got a kink in it. So I'll cut it to there and then I should have plenty. I think I only bought 1 metre of this. Last of the big spenders, eh? But sometimes, you know, you get something and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of not what you wanted. And it never gets used and it languishes in the bottom of the box forever. Or someone kind like Regina sends you so many lovely, lovely things that are so much nicer than the stuff you've already got. Lovely. So pop that on where we want it, right at the end. There, and keep pulling as I'm applying it to try and get it on straight.
She Marie says both are good. I like the one you're putting on now best.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, it somehow makes it look a bit more boho. Chop that off. Right, so there we are.
Pat's joined us.
Hiya, Pat. I hope you're feeling feeling much better. Oh, that's good. That's good. I've been thinking about you. Yeah, it's nice. That's nice. Right, so I just want to decorate down here now. It's too good of an opportunity not to take. So I could add that, which is nice. Gonna have to do a bit of mitering at this top corner, which might be easier said than done. So I've got that, or I could use this really bright cerise. Kind of like that, you know. I'm kind of liking that. Wonder if I could put that. Where's my other one? This one. Could I put that on top of that? What would that look like? Don't know. Looks all right. Does it detract from both of them though? This is why it takes me so long to make junk journals, because all these questions that I'm asking now, I ask every time about everything. So I could do the same again. I could use that and put that right up there. But I do like this gold spotty stuff, so I'm probably going to use that. And whether I use that as well or not, I don't know. We're having chilli for tea. Mr. Fix-It's made it, thankfully. I'm going to use the gold. I don't know whether I'm going to use anything in addition at this stage. It's too complex for me to worry about. So I need to cut off a sort of angle there. And I don't know if I know what the angle is. So I'm going to draw it on. I'm going to try and draw it on. Something like that. Does that look right? Yeah, doesn't look bad. And to cut that about there. Put some glue on it. Oh, my neck. I think when I'm journaling, I just never hold my head up. I just have my head fixed in a downward position whilst I'm journaling, and then when you lift it up, it's like, oh my goodness.
Got a heavy head.
Yeah, my head is so full of brains. Oh no. So I'm just going to bring that in a little bit from the edge there, so you can still see the edge of the card. Pat that down to there and cut that off. Try that for size. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. Get off.
Don't know if you could cut the cerise in half, or would it unravel?
Yeah, it would unravel. It would unravel, I'm afraid. I kind of thought of that, and then I thought, no, it would just, it's got some sort of edging on it, some glue type edging, I think. Yeah, it would just disintegrate.
And Lynn's had the gold on top of the wide ribbon.
Well, it looks all right. Look, it's all right, guys. It's all right. It'll be all right. So I need that down to there. I need to cut myself another funny little angle up there.
You wish you could shout.
Oh. Yeah. Let's cut that off there.
There'd be some feedback loop, wouldn't it, with all these women?
Don't do that. Use the gold. Right, so I don't think I made too much of a hash of that angle, to be honest.
That's a split decision, so Fiona wins.
Well, seeing as I'm the one here with the journal in front of me, yeah. But when it comes to your journal, then obviously you win.
You can listen to your own voices.
Yeah, you can.
So Regina says, so you need thinner ones.
Well, they're handy, aren't the thinner ones, because you can use them in lots of places. Thicker ones, of course, make more of a statement. But I'm collecting an ever so good collection at the moment, thanks, Regina. Really am. Thank you very much indeed. I must have the BoHo ribbon European mountain, I'd say. This needs to come down a little bit. Try and get it looking fairly smart if we can.
Lynn said her voice is saying coffee. That's not a bad idea. Would you like one, mate?
Yeah, I would like a coffee, actually. So there's no point saying anything for a couple of minutes because Mr. Fix-It's off to make a brew. I've got glue all on my hands and I hate that feeling. I'll tell you another feeling I hate. You know when you're stripping a chicken, when you've had a roast chicken and you've carved off what you want for that day, and then you pick all the bones. Oh God, I can't bear it. It's enough to make me want to be a vegetarian, to be honest. Actually, I'm not that keen on meat. Wouldn't bother me if I had to not eat meat ever again. Mr. Fix-It, however, he's the complete opposite. Right, okay, well, we're doing all right. What do you think, guys? Do you think it looks okay? So now we just need to get some stuff to put in and around. So I have been sort of doing stuff, and I've got some tags sorted out, and I've also printed out these, which I thought might make quite nice tags in there. This one is the dictionary definition of bohemian. It's it's a really common one. You'll see it in loads of boho journals, but I like it, so it's going in ours too. And this one, which is a kind of definition of a boho girl. Those I thought would go with the colours, and I think they do. And these also, I don't know what sort of size we need. Slightly bigger than that for there, but that might fit in there quite nicely. Maybe. Might go down there. Yeah, they probably.
I want to know where you got the gold from.
This, the gold ribbon.
I presume so.
The range. You know those spools that they have? I don't think I've got one. Actually, I think this was one as well from the range. They have these spools, and they're either 99p or 1.99. And every time I look at them, and I think they must have mispriced those. But you get 2 meters. 2 meters. This one is on a roll. And like I say, they're either 99p or 1.99, which I think is pretty good value for money. So will they go in there? Yeah, they'll go in there quite happily, quite nicely, quite like them in there. They need a little bit of sari silk on them, but I have sewn around them already. So I backed them coffee stain paper. So yeah, they're kind of ready to rock. Where's my other ones gone? Okay, what to do with them? I'll put them in here already. Yeah, oh dear. So these ones are a bit longer, so I think they might be all right for just behind there. So what I'm going to do is cut them out. Don't throw your snippets away, guys. Get yourself a snippet box, preferably one that's got a lid on it, because otherwise you'll pick it up and they'll all go everywhere and you'll think, oh, I can't be bothered to pick them up, I'll just put them in the bin. So get yourself a little snippet box. And when it gets full, that's when you need to do something with the snippets. You can have a day making snippet rolls and snippet clusters, because they come in useful. We haven't used our snippet roll in this yet, but there's plenty of space in the what's now signature 2, which up until yesterday was part of signature 1. I told you before, guys, I'm the world's worst cutter-outer. I really am rubbish. So that's one. Let's just have a look and see what that's going to look like there. Yeah, I think that's going to look all right. What do you think? You know, by the time we get it tarted up and yeah, you know what I mean. Decorated. That's what I mean. Thank you very, very much indeed for my brew. It's a long time since we had a brew, actually.
Regina says she's going to Hobby Lobby on Tuesday.
Oh, God. It's a new month now, Regina. Has your Amazon restriction been lifted and your Etsy one? Have you seen all the new kits that... I know you've seen some of the kits that my porch prints have put out. I noticed was it last night she put another one out? I was going to tag you in it, but I thought, no, best not. I'll have Jimmy. He will fly over, especially to kill me. I know it. So I'm not doing it. Right.
Regina says the postage is insane, but she doesn't really mind if it's going to somebody that makes them really happy.
Well, it makes me tremendously happy. It makes me cry. I'm so happy. But, you know.
And Hilda's got to go.
Hilda?
She's off to the groomers.
Oh, lovely. Well, I'm sure your dog will appreciate it. I know ours did when he got clipped. Have a nice time. See you soon. Right, so I need to back these, just these two, isn't it? And sew around them quickly and then put some... oh, for goodness sake, just speak. Eh? Putting this sari silk on them.
Sari silk, excellent. Regina says she purchased 4 more. And did you see the post she did on buying 4?
Yeah, I did. If you buy 4, you got 10% off, was it? Something like that. I know. I've been having... Actually, another place has caught my attention. A place called Screech Owl Studios. Screech Owl Studios. And they seem to have some lovely stuff. In fact, I spent a great deal of time last night on Etsy. And by a great deal of time, I mean all evening, whilst watching Dexter. Sort of dreaming, really. Oh, if I had money, I'd have that. And putting things in my basket and taking them out again. You know the way it goes. So it ended up, I actually bought nothing in the end. But I get the feeling that today I might. It's a kind of dull, miserable day. It's a shopping day. I need to do some shopping.
Pat says Shabby Dabby Doodah has a new kit out and it's beautiful.
Ah, right. I like Tina. Don't get me wrong. I really like the girl. And I love the demos that she does. But I've never found one of her kits that I've so fallen in love with that I've just had to buy.
Flo says she's going to get the B bundle today.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's quite expensive, isn't it? But it's worth it. I did look at that because you get so many bits from other kits. I bought the Rose bundle actually some time ago now. I do think the bundles are good. I like my porch prints a lot. They're so much up my street. They're so shabby. And I know I'm doing a boho journal, but, you know, my heart does lie in kind of nature, botanical and shabby. Have any of you been over to Artie May's and had a look at her kits? They're quite artistic, maybe a little grungy, but the nature ones are just beautiful.
It's the beauty of not being affiliated to anybody or an ambassador for anybody.
Yeah, not on anybody's design team. I can say and do what I want. I can tell you what I buy, what I don't buy, why I buy it, why I don't buy it. Being on a design team holds no interest to me at all. You know, having to use certain papers, having to say certain things, no, having to have projects in by certain dates. Oh, goodness, no. It's not for me, I'm afraid. I know some people really, really thrive on it. But no, not one of them.
Regina says she can't get into Artie, and Jen says she loves Artie Mays and Tracy Fox.
Yeah, I say they've sort of teamed up now, haven't they, really? Yeah, Regina, I can understand that you're not an Artie Mays lover. I do really like Andrea. I really, really like her. But I can understand that if kind of the arty side of it is not your thing, then you wouldn't like Artie Mae's kits. I sort of looked at them last night, and I looked at Tracy Fox's as well. Tracy Fox does some fabulous sort of words and dictionary definitions and science terms, number tags, loads of those, and they're really lovely as well and not expensive. Right, so I'm going to sew around those. Well, I am after I've had a drink of coffee. Got the shakes today, people. Right, let's sew around these in a timely fashion. Well, I know my spool isn't going to run out because it ran out just before, so that usually happens on a line. Lovely. I think I need something else in there as well, don't I? Something a bit more pinky. You have to remember, however, that this is the centre and you can't really amp it up with too much stuff. Otherwise, you know, your book just won't close. It'll just start looking ugly. Right. Marvellous. So let's pop that in there. Goes in there. That goes in there. Nice. What do you think of it, guys? Do you like it? Or is it just me? So I've got this pink. Could maybe use some turquoise actually, if I've got any. Oh, I know where I'll have some in my book. My pad. Wherever it is. There it is. Maybe some pink or some turquoise. Yeah, turquoise, that's what's required. Let's have a look and see what turquoise we've got. Well, we've got that one. Keep my hand there. Purple, cream, purple, elephants, blue. Oh, yeah, actually that one's nice, isn't it? That's the fella. That will do me nicely. It really is nice sometimes to use these papers up, isn't it? You know, they're like luxury, and especially these foiled ones. Yes, Regina, I've seen all your foiled ones. I'm only jealous a lot. So let's see where we want this to go to. So it's going down to about, there's that much underneath it. Okay, to there. And I want it to come, no, that can't be right, don't be stupid. So it's going to there, and I want it to come to about there, I'll say. So let's chop that off first. So are you all working on journals at the moment, or are you thinking about working on a journal? If so, what style of journal are you doing? What's your journal called? Tell me, please. Right, so that's going to go in there. If I half that, what would that look like? Well, let's try halving it, shall we? See what it looks like. So what does that measure? 6 inches. Blimey, even I can halve that. Let's cut that at 3 then, and see what we've got. Have any of you done a BoHo journal before? I quite like that actually. But bearing in mind it's going to have another one the same at the other side, is it going to be a bit overbearing? No, don't think so.
Pat says no, she's too busy enjoying making Happy Mail.
Oh, what a lovely thing. That's really, really lovely. Well done you, Pat. I have been the recipient of Pat's Happy Mail, and, well, I loved it. Thank you. As you know, Pat.
Jean-Marie says, it's looking really pretty. Those Eastern Opulence papers are so pretty.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. I like them a lot. There's loads more BoHo journals to go in that pad, I can tell you. And, I've got its big brother as well.
Corinne Pert says beautiful.
Hi, Corinne. I didn't know you were here. Nice to see you. Is Flo on today? Oh, yeah, there she is. I'm making an altered book journal. My youngest is a senior high school and in senior high school next year, and I'm making it her year. Oh, that's lovely. Well, I'm quite happy with those. I quite like those. I think they just break up that massive of sort of cerise that we've got, and even this bit up here breaks that up as well. So yeah, quite happy. So I'm going to back those because they're quite thin. And sorry guys, but I've got to sew around them as well, just because everything else is sewn around in here. So I might do something similar to this in the other What am I doing? What are you doing? In the what's now the other signature. Just put a bit on there because I'm going to sew around it.
Donna's saying she's doing a journal of children and mums.
Really?
There's a series of beautiful reprints from the 1940s of mother and children in their cottages, done by a Dutch artist.
Oh, that sounds so different, doesn't it? What are you going to call it, Donna? What title are you going to give it? Motherhood? Or, I don't know, just off the top of my head, that was rubbish. Anybody else got any ideas for me? What you're doing? There we go. Chop those out.
Corinne says she usually does nature themed. She's just finished one using an old Winnie the Pooh book.
Oh, I bet that's lovely.
For many of the pages and illustrations.
Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. He's a perennial favourite, isn't he? Perennial favourite. I'm guessing that he is in America too, is he? Do you think? Is he particularly British?
Well, Winnie the Pooh film was Disney, so...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It must be American. I mean, he was by A.A. Milne, wasn't he?
I think most of the best children's literature is probably British.
There he is, he said it. Well, maybe we just don't get the American version, eh? The good American stuff.
We like Dr. Seuss.
I'm just trying to still the waters here. Regina. We'll be doing a nature theme with Hilda together, then a Sunflower Thoughts theme book. Yeah, it does sound wonderful, Corin. You're right. I like it. Yeah, I know. You're right, Pat. He's just looking for a fight.
Kerry says she's a new junk journaler and very slow, so still working on a nature journal.
Who?
Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
She's still working on a nature journal alongside doing the pages just to send to you.
Yeah, I was going to jog you on about that, actually, guys. You've still got loads of time, so not to worry. But for those of you who are really new to this, new to me, should I say, we are doing a, what do you call it, a pooled journal, a journal where... Collaborative journal, thank you. Whereby I've asked everybody who wants to, and there is no obligation whatsoever, to do a, one of these, an A4 that folds up, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, bearing in mind, yours might not be the middle page, so there might be another page put there, so you'll only, don't do a spread. See, if I put this in here, you can only see that part of it. And when you come to that, then you'll see that part of it. So don't do something that sort of spreads across the 2 pages, or that really, needs to spread across the 2 pages for you to get the hang of it, because they might not be together.
Donna says she's mailing her page out tomorrow.
Ooh, that's exciting.
And she also says she's not sure about the name of her journal yet. It has a cottage on it and some collage with sculpted roses on it.
I'm just going to sew these up, guys. I need to finish telling them about the collaborative journal.
Yep. And Carrie's just asking where she can find your address.
It's in the rack list. Can you tell them, please?
They can hear you. The microphone's still on.
Oh no, it's just want to make it easier.
Okay. The address is in the rack file on the Junk Journal group on Facebook.
Maybe they don't know about Junk Journal.
Maybe not.
Right, that's the last bit of sewing for today. Right, I should say that over on Facebook, we have a group, and it's called Junk Journal Group. So if you just put Junk Journal Group into the search bar, it will come up. Mr. Fixit has just put a link up for it. So if you want to pop across and join us, we are a very friendly lot. We don't stand any nonsense. We're all supportive. We're all kind to each other, and that's really what it's the purpose of the group is really. But we do have a junk journaling theme, and we're doing a collaborative journal for anybody in the group who wants to join in. The theme, the topic is butterflies and birds. So 1 entry per person, please. Otherwise, it's just going to I'm never going to be able to make it into a journal. And it's, as I say, it's 1 sheet of A4 or 8.5 by 11 US size, whatever it is your normal copy of paper. And it needs to be folded like that. So I want 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, please, if you would. And send it to me. You will find my address in the Junk Journal group at the top, just under the picture and everything. There's a thing that says files and posts and photos and whatever goes across. If you're looking on your lapbook, it'll be down the side click on files, and there you will find a rack list, a random act of kindness list, where people put their addresses and hope that somebody might choose them and send them a nice random act of kindness. But you'll find my address on there, and if you could send your finished Birds and Butterflies collaborative journal page to me by the 14th of August, then I will put it all together, make it into a journal, put a cover on it, and then everybody who's collaborated, their names will go into the metaphoric hat, and one person will be chosen to own our lovely work, all our lovely works. So that's that. Pop over to Junk Journal Group if you're not a member, and you'll get all the chat that generally, the hubbub that generally goes on. You'll get to know some of us a bit better. Some of us are on there a bit more than others, but we're all quite good at going on there, I think, and we're really good at supporting each other, which is lovely. So that's kind of that anyway. And can I also say, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, my YouTube channel, please could you do so? It makes a huge difference to me, and it really won't make any difference to you, I don't think. And if you click on the bell next to the subscribe thing, you will get a sort of a push notification, I think it is, that comes up to tell you that I'm going live, or that I've posted a new video. Right, that's the housekeeping out of the way. So I've got this sari silk, £2.50 it was. I have got other sari silk, but this looked like it was the right colour and would do the job. I might have to go and seek out some turquoise as well at some stage. I don't know where this starts. Oh, that's handy. Right, so generally if I can, I like to split this because it's too thick, too wide to make little journal tags. So I'm going to, oh, well, this is what you get with sari silk. They have sort of seams in them from when they actually were saris. So that's all right. I'll cut that bit off there and see if I can spread that out. Just nick it on the end and then see if I can pull it. Yeah, like that. And then you get two for the price of one, which always appeals. But it's the right thickness, because if you do it the full thickness, it's a bit clumpy. Bearing in mind that, you know, this is the middle and we're trying to keep away from bulk if we can. So where is my crocodile? Since we tidied up, I can't find anything. Rivets and eyelets, that's where it is. Right, so let's do it in these two turquoise ones first, because I know for a fact they're going to, oh well, having said that, I could put a little bow in there, couldn't I? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's put it in these ones. So I'm just going to line that up with the marks on the table. 2, 2, 1, 1. So that's the middle there. Same there. And just punch a hole. I've got a very fancy crocodile these days. For years and years and years, I didn't have one. It's perfectly... you're perfectly able to make a junk journal without a crocodile, I can tell you. But I do love mine. And where's my... Showed you this yesterday. And I would show... Oh, here we are. I've just got this tiny... It's really, really thin gold braid, and it doesn't fray, which is its main... one of the reasons I like it so much. The other reason was it came from a charity shop, and it was 50p. And Mr. Fix-It managed to get 3 of them. I don't know quite why somebody had 3 of them, but they did, and didn't want them any longer. And they were in the charity shop, so they're now mine. So just pull that through. Oh, that sari silk's going to go. It's quite weak. Don't pull it as tightly as I did. And just tie a little knot. Some people tie a bow, that's fine if you want to tie a bow. I'm kind of not a bow type of person, but if you are, that's fine. I'm thinking I'm going to have to put a new bit of sari silk on here because this is just... I've got a weak bit that's just pulling apart, so I'll have to use this bit instead and not pull it quite so hard. But anyway, you get the drift of what I'm doing. I'm sure you don't need to watch me put sari silk through all these journaling cards. So that's it, right? I'm not going to pull it quite so hard this time because it obviously has a bit of a weakness in that bit. And then around the knot, as near the card as you can get, I just tie a reef knot, right over left, left over right, and then cut the ends off. Like I say, lots of people tie a little bow in it, and it looks lovely, it does, but it's not for me. So just tie it really tightly, and that cord allows you to really tug on it without breaking at all. Chop the ends off. So there we are, that's our first one with a sorry, so it's just a bit long, that really. Right. I'll do this one. I'll use this bit that I've got left. Sometimes when they're really short, the devil's own to get through the ears through them, because you pull it out wide enough and then they've disappeared down the back, but I'll give it a try. No, it's just going to annoy me. Oh, it should have gone in the bit box. I was so cross with it, I've put it in the bin. About there, somewhere like that. Let's try this again. Cut it in half widthways. God, it has gone so humid here. Sure, there's going to be a thunderstorm to end all thunderstorms. That's great. That's done nicely. Through the hole. So if you're new to junk journaling, this is fairly standard. You can use ribbon. You can use strips of fabric if you have strips of fabric that go with your overall colour scheme. That can look really very nice. I mean, I started off using ordinary satin ribbon, and to be honest, it can look very, very effective. You can use whatever colour you like. You can stick with sort of one colour theme if you want to, or jazz it up with all sorts of different colours. If you're doing, well, if I'm doing shabby chic, I tend to stick with all the pinks and creams and that sort of colour. But occasionally I throw a cerise tag in there. Occasionally. I'll tell you what I'm sort of feeling at the moment is peach. I'm really thinking that peach could be the way to go. It's been on the back burner, hasn't it, for so long. It's kind of fashionable in my granny's day or whatever, and it's been old-fashioned since then. But I'm just beginning to feel peach vibes coming my way. So the next shabby journal might be a peachy one. Right, so that goes there. So all I'm going to do, guys, literally, and really, I know you don't need to see me do it, because I know you know how to do this. is I'm going to put sari silk on everything else that's left. So there we go. We've got there. Wasn't that much of an ordeal, really, was it? Kind of went all right, really. I might put some turquoise sari silk on, you know, maybe these two here. I might put a couple of holes in the corner and tie a bow instead of yeah, well, you'll see. I'll put a picture up in the group when it's finished, which won't be long because I'm just going to sit and finish it now. So guys, that's it. That's Saturday and Sunday's live's over. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock there is a video going up of one of the 20-minute of madness from bits to pieces, and I recorded that at the back end of last week so I could have 2 days off, Monday and Tuesday. So at 2 o'clock tomorrow on YouTube there will be a 20-minute madness from bits to pieces, and Tuesday 2 o'clock there will be a 20-minute madness bits and pieces, and then I don't know what I'm doing on Wednesday because really I can't see that far ahead yet. But there we are, there's our centre spread. I hope you liked it. I hope you want to incorporate it in your journals. It's quite nice, I think.
Miranda likes peach.
Yeah, you see, Miranda, I think it's making a bit of a comeback. Yeah, I love chatting with you too, Regina. Oh, those 20-minute challenges make me so nervous. Yeah, no, me too. But you know, what's the worst that could happen? I get to the end of 20 minutes and I haven't finished something. I mean, that's it. I have to tell you that before I do those 20-minute challenges, I prepare all morning. I'm doing prep all morning for it. So I've got things to hand. And then after it's finished, it takes me the rest of the afternoon to finish off what it was I was doing. So for 20-minute madness, it actually takes me all day. So, however, right, that's that. I can only thank you once again for your company. Have a think about being part of the collaborative journal. If that's what you like, pop over to Facebook and join Junk Journal group. Failing all of that, I'm bound to pop up at some stage during the week. So I'll see you then, hopefully. Hopefully I'll see most of you. Natalie's probably still working, poor lass. She seems to be working all the time. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.
Bye.